Stepping out onto the pavement overgrown with grass with the last rays of the evening sun disappearing behind the horizon, Anna glanced upon the decrepit building. There was something strange about it. She had seen many buildings like this before during her previous urban exploration trips, and yet this one, well, it just gave her an uneasy sensation. Nevertheless, she and her friends entered the mall through the busted front door. Their flashlights illuminated abandoned storefronts, cracked tile floors, and creepy, motionless mannequins. They delved deeper into the building, uncovering the empty hallways, wondering what the reason for the said mall's closing was, when suddenly,
"What is that?"
one of her friends asked unsure, raising his shaking hand, pointing into a dark area behind a few pillars up front. Huh, that's weird, she thought. It looked like a large inflatable mascot costume. They walked up to it, taking a closer look. It was made out of a weird material that looked like thick rubber, each limb disproportionate to the rest, but most strangely, the eyes. No matter where you stood, they just seemed to follow. The group laughed nervously and moved on, exploring the rest of the large room. A loud noise made them all jump. Somewhere in the dark, where they came from, glass shattered. They spun around, scared, flashlights scanning their surroundings in panic. Something was different about the room. Huh. Where's the cat? Anna asked. The mascot figurine was gone. A shiver went down her spine. Footsteps. Fast footsteps approaching. They scattered, each trying to get out as fast as they could, and yet, no one made it out. What this group of friends ran into was the so-called cartoon cat, yet another entity conjured up by the mind of the horror creature crafting genius Trevor Henderson, and the topic of today's video. I'll be telling you everything we know about this malicious being, including its history, abilities, and behavior, so you know what to look out for next time you go urban exploring. So without any further ado, turn on your flashlights, get ready to delve into some abandoned buildings, and let's go. Now, Cartoon Cat isn't the first Trevor Henderson creature we'll have talked about on the channel. In fact, last time Siren Head was on the chopping block. So, what would happen if you take a creature that isn't purely driven by its instincts like Siren Head, but is clearly malicious and evil at its core, and you gave it almost limitless capabilities? Well, you would get what the author himself has called one of, if not the most evil creature out of all his creations. An entity most often residing in old abandoned buildings, taking on the shape of a cartoon cat. I say taking on because this creature can effectively transform into just about anything, though presumably it prefers cartoon animals. With its malleable form and rubber-like skin, it can stretch, increase or decrease in size, and also just completely change shape. That, however, is not all. As if those capabilities weren't bad enough, it clearly possesses a solid level of intelligence, preferring to stalk its prey from the shadows, being cruel, and always attacking with the intent to kill. Well, or so we think. Fact is, technically, it has never been confirmed to have killed or eaten any human being, but it seems to often be linked to mysterious deaths and unexplained disappearances, so you make the connection yourself. But right now, you might be wondering one simple question. Why? Why would an intelligent creature choose to willingly do this? Well, we don't have too many details in this regard. However, on October 10th, 2018, a drawing of Cartoon Cat was released with some redacted text underneath, seemingly linking it to a cartoon from 1939, which was at some point abandoned. This could also explain the similarities between it and Felix the Cat, a cartoon cat first conceived in the early 1900s as well. Vengeful and full of spite for being left alone, This nocturnal creature now seems hell-bent on hurting humans, its original creators, regardless of who they are. But that is effectively it. Ever since it was first conceived in 2018, only a handful of pictures and sketches have appeared online, presumably since most who have ever seen it are no longer around to tell the tale. But to be honest, I certainly wouldn't recommend you go out there and look for it, because chances are you will most likely suffer the exact same fate. But that brings us to the end of the video, so I hope you guys enjoyed and have at least something new and fun to think about next time you're walking through your town in the middle of the night. If you liked this video, maybe consider leaving a like, commenting, or subscribing. All of those would be very much appreciated. And if there is anything that I missed or other creepy creatures like this that you would want me to talk about, please leave that down in the comments as well. I would very much like to read it. Now with that, I'm going to wish you all a beautiful rest of the day, and I'll see you in whatever next video I make. Bye bye.